Faith Church. Welcome to Faith Flow, Women's Flow 2026. My name is Sister Katasha. I'm giving my testimony. I can also say I related to 2 nights of testimonies, and I will say wonderful. But one of my testimonies I will do real quickly because it was relating to Sister Angela and Sister Stacy. I can honestly say how God is so good. I would say around the age of 26 or 27, I had an issue with my ovaries, and they had to pump fluid to see if it was working, because I wanted to have children around that time. And I could not, my right ovary, it ruptured where it was unable to have any children. It was completely dissolved. And they told me I barely had any left of the left ovary. And I walked, and he said, there's a 15% chance you will ever give birth. 15, 1-5, because the left ovary was messed up and the right ovary was no good. And I said, that's a lie. I walked out and saying, I don't believe what you say. That's good. You in science. And it's funny because I'm a surgical technician, so I believe in science. But I didn't believe what he had to say. I walked out and said, my God is going to give me children. Yeah. And the ovary that didn't, the tube that didn't work, I said, that's going to be the one to give me my children. Wow. And I could testify on this day. I had my daughter at 36, and my son was my 40th birthday present. Wow. So there you go. There you go. So my God that we serve, he's a wonderful and amazing God. And I promise you, I believe it came from that right ovary. I know. I'm not that old. But recently, I went through a time last year where I lost my job, guys, and because I didn't pass my boards, and I was feeling so bad, so bad. I hardly came to church, but I did come. I didn't do the prayer line that much, but I supported as much as I pushed myself, and then I just alienate myself because you're just in that state like what's going on, and I didn't have any money to feed the kids. You know, people around the church and friends, they supported and made sure the kids ate and everything like that, but it hurts when God isolates you, puts you in captivity. I didn't know which way I was coming or going last year. That was my roughest, I would say, but God, my roughest time. And what's so crazy about it, I remember telling God the previous year, 2024, that if you save me, I would read the Bible next year, but I didn't do it. So I felt like, okay, God is punishing me because I was supposed to do, I made a promise to him that I did not do. So when 2025 ended, I was so happy. I'm sorry, guys, I was so happy. I said, you know what, God, let me start over. I made a promise to you, let me start honoring it. So when 2026 came in, I started reading the Bible. Yes. I didn't respond right away to every single body who called me, but I did when I needed to. But reading the Bible gave me comfort. I still had no job, guys. I didn't know how I was going to make ends meet. Month after month, I picked up a little job here and there, and after that, no go. But I just kept the faith in reading the Bible because it just gives me peace. And it gives me so much solitude. I still do it every night. 15 minutes before prayer, after prayer, I read the Bible, read the scripture. But I believe, as it says in Matthew 7:7, ask and it shall be given. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door shall open. And little do I know, Pastor Abby called me, and I remember this like yesterday, last month in April. And I knew I had to get up and get a job because I was like, summertime coming, my brother's on my back, everybody, my mom stopped talking to me, and I mean, she isolated me because she's all about money all day long. She's paid for my daughter's tuition, and I have to pay her back with interest for it. Yes. Wow. So that's a woman who don't play, but I love her. But Pastor Abby called me one April, 2 weeks before May came, and said, you have to get up and go and work. And I said, I know I do, I'm just nervous. I just don't want no more rejection. It hurts. And she prayed over me, and by the end of that week, I would say she called me on a Wednesday. By Friday, the head of the CDC. I've worked with this young lady. She's my mentor. And she called me, she said, what are you doing? I said, I need a job so I can take my boys. I've studied, and I have. She said, come back, we got you. And hold on, this is even better. Money is no object. So I started back this week teaching at Lincoln Hospital for the surgical technicians.